Upon viewer request, it's more robots in the shed, on the arena. Yep. So, I start everything like that. We're gonna start with something we left off with, which was Bloodshot. Bloodshot is done. It is all mounted, all set up, and occasionally gives whiffs of smoke. But give it a quick test drive around this area to show you that it is all working and show you my bad driving. All working, all cool, good fun. And let's just test out the spinner. The spinner genuinely does actually scare me, so I'm just going to sort of be like this and hope I don't die. Okay, that's enough of that. To quote Gabriel Stroud, what we've built, it scares me. But you shouldn't panic and try not to die. Right, that'll do for you. That's, keep disappearing. Gone. Right, yeah, that's Bloodshot done. Let's pop Bloodshot over here. Let's carry on with robots that I have edited since last time, and we'll carry on with RC ones. So we've got Carbide, which is a bar spinner. Yeah, here it is. It's got a new bar, designed by Alexander Day. I use Shapeways to print it. Won't be able to do that for some of the other things I want because costs too much. But here is the new bar. I think it spins a lot faster than it used to. We test it. Test it on old. Oh yeah, that's some heavy hitting. Carbide in as number 10 seed this season. So yeah. Keep an eye out for Carbide. Good fun. Right, who else have we got? We've got... Let's go Duck next. Yes, Duck. What have I changed? Well, the front plough is completely different. I've mounted it differently. It's actually a whole new plough. A whole new plough. My ears hurt just as much as yours. It's also got some rubber treads around the wheels to give it more grip. It can actually out-push Tough as Nails, which is my most pushy robot. But there you go. It's a bit fast, a bit nippy. I would like some rubber bits over these two wheels as well, just so it all looks sort of the same. The lifter still lifts, but can't lift a damn thing. It's still pretty powerful at pushing as well. So have some of that. Dan Tom Kia. Dan Tom Makaya. Right, that's Duck. And the last complete RC build is Apex with a new bar spinner. Yes, I downloaded the 3D designs from Alexander Day's shop. So yeah, go and check him out. He's got some good stuff. But yes, Apex's bar. It makes some threatening noises every now and again, but so far hasn't come off. And I'm about to eat my words, I bet. So let's just power up the old weapon. Pretty fierce. In fairness, I haven't put it up against anything more solid than a Python, so... Oh. This arena's not great for driving on. Need something flatter. But yeah, no, fine. No issues with that. Good stuff. I do like Apex now with this new spinner. I've disappeared again. I do like Apex now with this new spinner. It's much better than the old one with the lolly stick spinner. Lolly spinner! Right, that's... No, we've got one more RC thing that isn't quite done. This is a bit of a preview of RC Warhead, just because it has a new dome. Ooh, new dome! Again, came from Alexander Day's shop. Well, actually, I got that off of Thingiverse. I don't know if it's online on his store yet or not, but Thingiverse. Pretty fast, pretty powerful. Where's Dan Tomkia gone? Dan Tomakaya. I genuinely don't know what I've done with Dan Tomkia. Oh, there it is. Hello, dear. And oof, that's a big hit. But yeah, Warhead coming soon to more robots. I know, right? It's already here. That's all the RC ones. Cool. Slide that over there. That's done with. Right, what else have we got? We've got some more edits. We'll start with Cherub, because we should always start with Cherub. We should start on Cherub. It's horrible. Yeah, I've completely changed Cherub. Cherub's got a new front wedge. It's got the wrong colours at the back, but I'm going to leave them because I can't be bothered to fix them. And the lifting forks, or tines, or whatever they are on the outside now, so that if it's flipped over, it can just self-right easily and do the proper handstand and everything. Look, handstanding Cherub. Hurrah. Anywho, that's Cherub, looking actually pretty good. Very upsetting. Moving on, we also have Magnetar. He's a boy genius. Yeah, there is Magnetar with its drum and everything. It's the correct colours now. That's what I've changed. I remembered I should be telling you this stuff. Yes, it's the correct colours. It should be this darker grey instead of the sort of lightly fading colour. The only thing I'm not happy with at the minute is the wheels need to be higher up, because at the minute there's way too much at the bottom and not enough at the top. So, yeah. Otherwise, I'm pretty happy with Magnetar. It looks pretty fierce. Who else have we got? We've got... Oh, are we down to the last edit for this time? No, we're not. I'm going to save that one. Tornado cage. Yes, it's all silver now. And it still spins pretty well. And I would show you it going in the pit, but I've just put all the robots on the pit. So I shall just tell you, it will fit in there. It will go in the pit. But it won't... If it drives directly onto it, it will just hang there, like in Robot Wars. It's designed not as an anti-pit device, because it's not. It can't get out of the pit, therefore it's not an anti-pit device. It's a anti-crusher device. And it works very well as one, as I showed you last time. So that's that. And the final customised robot for this time of edited is Hypershock, and goddamn Hypershock, really not messing around this season. But yes, I have upgraded my Hypershock to the Season 9 specs. So it's got the front plough on the front, it's got the Shremek, which operates like, like that. There you go, Shremek. And it has the single vertical spinner there. I don't know how well you can see all this, let's put it there, so you can actually see it. But yes, vertical spinner. You can get it to spin for longer than that, but I choose not to. But yeah, I've tried to make it as accurate as I can with the different colours. So you've got the black at the back and the yellow raised section bolts there, which are actually on the robot. So I'm pretty happy with Hypershock. I think it's one of my favourite builds I've ever done out of Lego. So yeah, that front plough is made of card though, so maybe it doesn't count. Who knows? Moving on to new builds. Here we go. We'll start bad and work our way up. So this is Rena Sweeper, and I don't understand it either. It has two wheels at the back, two spinners at the front that sort of do that for mere seconds and then stops. Has it got a Shremek? No, it doesn't. Can it drive like that? Just about. Can it drive like that? No. Can it sit like that? Yes, it can. So it can work in most... Oh dear. Work in most ways, just not others. It has no power to it, and it is cannon fodder. So we shall just leave that over there. Just buried Dantomkia. We'll rescue Dantomkia. Dantomkia, you sit there. There's a good boy. Right. So that was built out of parts of a Lego build that I bought at a car boot sale. I bought 2 Lego builds at a car boot sale and made 3 robots out of them. So the second one was named by Anderson, and it is called Hungry Handbag, because handbags are made of, well, some handbags are made of crocodile leather, and this is a crocodile. It is a biter. It's going to be an official biter bot. It's not a crusher. It's more of a grappling design than anything, because these aren't going to pierce anything. It has a Shremek at the back, which goes all the way over like that, and is tracked, as you can see, which is pretty cool. Tracks came with the build, which is sort of why I wanted them, and this crocodile head actually was at the front of the build I haven't come up with that. So, yeah, there is Hungry Handbag. And the last build out of a completely different set is my version of ST Ripper. It's ST43. Here, it's just lost a wedge. Here it is, ST43. I decided not to go for the Wolverine claws around the outside because it is the weakest part of the robot and they don't help at all. I've also got rid of the top wheels because... Anyway, it's got this disc at the front which has no tooth on it, but we can pretend... You can actually pretend really well because the front forks are so low that they go straight underneath other robots. And oh, look at the damage. Whoa, it got right up there then. Got right up. Oh, it's done it again. Whoa, whoa. Anyway, I had way too much fun. So it's 2-wheel drive. It's built like a brick. Built out of bricks. Yeah, that's ST43, as it says. Right there. Moving on. Pop him there. Moving on, we shall go to... Let's go to Sabotage next. I've had Sabotage planned for, I think, over a year. It is based on one of the original Apexes, sort of, but it is this. It's a big wedge on, well, a bar spinner on a big wedge. The spinner does come off occasionally. It runs on tracks, and by that I mean I've put tape across it to represent tracks, but it does spin pretty well. Pretty fiercely, has got a bit of power to it, so you know. Sorry, Dan Tomkier. I beat Dan Tomkier up too much. Poor Dan Tomkier. Pop Sabotage over there. Oh, it does say Sabotage on the back as well. And I put this up on Facebook and did the whole the song Sabotage, which is also in the Star Trek films. I hadn't realised, but there we are. The last of my builds, and more on that in a minute, is Heartbreaker. Here is Heartbreaker. It is cool. It's an overhead spinner. This is not the front of it. That is the back of it. Although if you drive it backwards, I suppose it could be a vert. To see how well that works. I'm sorry, Dan Tomkier. Oh yeah, pretty well. No, it is meant to be an overhead spinner. So this is the front with the 2 wedgelets, and it can come up to there. The spinner spins up, and then this comes over the top. And on top deals out some overhead attacks, sort of like Scorpios and Sawblaze will do this series, I guess, because they've both got vertical spinners. More like Vulture, I would say, from Robot Wars. It's all built out of Connects and Card, except for 2 lolly sticks, which are either side of that. And it's also using that Tiny Connect stuff, I don't know if you can see in there, but Tiny Connects. So that's that. Right, 3 robots that aren't mine. I haven't stolen them, by the way. They are built by a pupil at the school I work, and they will be in Grand Slam Series 2. They are Orbital, which is built to try and take down Apollo. A pretty decent flipper, if I demonstrate with the rear end of Dan Tomkier, just because it's easier. Got some power to it. We also have Sabretooth Evo, which is this one. Very compact design, dual drums, that are actually hooked up to the wheels. I don't know if you can see I'm moving the drum and that wheel is moving every now and again, but if I push it along, the 2 drums do spin, which I think is very clever. Apparently not designed like that, done by accident, so that's cool. And it can't be left on its side or on its front. It should always roll over unless you balance it very carefully. But let's face it, the chances of that happening are unlikely, and now watch it happen almost immediately in Grand Slam Series 2, coming probably soon. It depends when I film it. I've been doing some tests today. Right, last robot for this time is called Heavy Steel Terror, or HST for short. And this is it. It's another articulated spinner, built fully out of Lego. I love this build. It's really cool. So the spinner, as I said, is articulated. It can do that. It obviously spins whichever way you do it and comes down on top. And it also has a Shremek just there, which means if it's upside down, it can get back up 9 times out of 10. So that is pretty cool. I do like HST. I do like Orbital. I do like Sabertooth Evo, and they, as I said, will all be in Series 2 of the Grand Slam. Almost knocked my glasses off my face now. I'm too excited to be in here. Right, the last thing I really want to show you is the shed itself, because I occasionally do that, and I did do a video yesterday when I filmed this, so that's Saturday. I'm imagining I'll upload this today. If not, it'll be Monday. But I just want to show you the lights. Unfortunately, the light setup has had to change a bit because it just wasn't working with the camera. It was, if I put a robot underneath the spotlight, it was just whiting it out and you couldn't actually see it. I did test it with Cherub, and Cherub just disappeared, basically. So what I've done, I've got them pointing at the ceiling. Just hoping the ceiling isn't getting hot. No, it's not. Good. So I've got the two lights pointing at the ceiling, as you can see. And this creates quite a bit of light, actually, on the arena. Enough to actually record the videos. I am looking potentially to get some more lights like the ones that are under the arena, just to go around the outside of, or maybe around this area. So it'll just go across there and then there'll be a gap. That's a possibility. I might do that, I might not. Haven't quite decided yet. So you'll either see that or you won't. The rest of it is in that video I did yesterday, so make sure you check that out. Oh, that's the other thing I want to show you. Where is the remote? There is the remote. The red and blue will still happen. I was umming and ahhing about it, but it does still sort of work with the arena, so if I do that, there you go. The whole room now goes red and blue, which is even better. So yeah, that's that. I'm just trying to work out the camera angles. I've got that one sussed. There's a camcorder up that corner over there. That will record sort of this side of the arena. I'm just thinking about where I can film the other side of the arena from. I've tried it from sort of in this corner, but that didn't work out so well. I've tried it up close, but then I wouldn't be able to get round to access the spikes and that, and the flipper up that side. I've tried it sort of right here in front of the arena, but you sort of lose half the footage. So I think the main area I'm going to go for is just sort of back here, maybe sort of that angle. Maybe a bit closer, just so you can see the whole arena except for this end, which will then get on that camera. The other issue is that I don't know where I'm going to put the CPZ cameras, because there isn't really anywhere. Let's get the proper lights back on. There we go, that's much better. Yeah, there isn't really any way I can put them. Obviously there's no sort of side bits. I don't know how much of that you can actually see. Probably not all that much. I decided to do this in selfie mode, I'm so sorry. But yeah, there's nowhere really to mount anything, so I might have to mount something to the arena. That said, whenever the arena shakes, the cameras all shake. I tested it out earlier, it's not good. You may have noticed it a few times in More Robots every time I caught my knee on the arena. It did hurt every time. So, there are my quandaries, and I'll work them out eventually, but that's about all for this time. Thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you have, give it a like. Do subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I shall see you soon for my BattleBots Episode 1 review. Yay.